Hello friends, can you imagine a government altering the holy book of a religion according to its own whims? Yes, this is actually happening. A highly shocking and disturbing piece of news is emerging from the Communist government of China. Under the new policies of Chinese President Xi Jinping, the Bible is now being rewritten there. Why exactly did China feel the need to do this? According to reports, the number of Christians in China has surpassed the number of members in the Communist Party. To ensure there is no threat to its power and to maintain absolute control over the people, the Chinese government now wants to completely subjugate religious beliefs. Their objective is to twist and distort the verses of the Bible to incorporate communist and socialist values so that people remain more loyal to the government than to God. The most horrific example of this modification has been seen in the textbooks of schools and colleges there. In the original Bible, there is a famous incident in the Gospel of John, chapter 8. When people gather to stone a woman accused of adultery, Jesus says, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone." Hearing this, everyone leaves, and Jesus forgives the woman. However, in China's new textbooks, this story has been completely altered. According to the Chinese textbook, in order to uphold the law, Jesus himself stoned the woman to death and said, "I too am a sinner." In other words, the Chinese government has portrayed Jesus, the epitome of forgiveness, as a murderer in their books. The limits of cruelty do not end here. Chinese officials have issued strict orders to the churches there to remove the 10 Commandments from the walls. And do you know what they have been ordered to put up instead? The political speeches and quotes of President Xi Jinping. It has now been made mandatory for pastors in churches to preach communist ideology. Any pastor or church that refuses to comply with these rules faces imprisonment and harsh government action. Apart from this, a ban has been imposed on giving Bibles to children, and the Bible is also being removed from online apps. When efforts to spread atheism failed, China chose this cruel path to mislead believers. Heavy outrage and opposition against this dictatorial move by the Chinese government are currently being witnessed across the world. However, local Christians and pastors there state that the government is fighting an invincible God whom they can never defeat. What is your opinion on this entire incident and China's policy? Do let us know in the comment section.